enjoyed the video,
then smash that like button and subscribe.
Then Chartero, will you come next? Yes. Today is the day of the third-party interview that will determine my career path. Mom!
I got it.
I was aiming to get into a famous national university to become a doctor. Is it possible? What? But I know that's just barely a deviation, but I've been studying hard too. My homeroom teacher said I can't go to college. Hey mother, what college are you from?
What? Not college. I'm a high school graduate.
See? Wait, what do you mean see?
What's the problem?
Academic ability is destined by genes, you know. The child of a frog is a frog. The child of a high school graduate is destined to be a high school graduate. That's not true at all! There are plenty of people whose parents graduated from high school but went to college. So that's why, sorry, but please give up on going to college. The teacher came to a conclusion based on his own logic, that I could never go on to college. Right then, let's just go ahead with finding a job. You're alright doing the heavy lifting jobs, right? Saying that, the teacher started to proceed the conversation on his own.
Well, wait a minute, teacher.
Just then.
That's too much.
With the teacher's hideous attitude, my mother, who is usually so quiet, stood up.
This child said he'll get a good job in order to help the family financially. He's been studying really hard up until now. Even the results of the last mock exam should have been good. He has finally found what he wants to do.
Mom.
So I want to support him. It's okay to reach a little higher. I want my son to challenge himself. I don't want him to give up on his dreams. Because I think pushing his back is what we adults should do.
My mom has been watching me my whole life. And when she properly told the teacher that, I almost cried. But that's wrong!
Ugh!
The teacher had come full circle. Even if you get accepted to a college that is not suitable for your size, you will drop out because you can't keep up with your peers, without showing them dreams that are too big. It is the role of adults to show children the real world. Isn't that right? That's what you're doing for him! If you understand, get out of here! I'm done talking! Wait a minute! And my third-party meeting was forcibly ended within a few minutes. Right, next! Well, sir, thank you very much. My son is always in your care. Teacher, I want to go on to schooling. Impossible! What? Next day. When I got into school, my classmate Masaru's expression was gloomy. He told me to give up on higher education because my parents are poorly educated. Apparently, Masaru had the same experience as me at the parent-teacher conference. You too, huh? I can't believe it! Do you really call that a teacher? It seems that all of my classmates whose parents were poorly educated were treated in the same way. Yes, our homeroom teacher was an academic supremacist. Our dreams were easily crushed by our homeroom teacher. Then we were handed a list of job openings. But we said we wanted to go on to a higher education. To tell the truth, we were just quite pissed off. After school that day. Wow! We ambushed the teacher and caught him in an area where there was no one around. What are you guys doing? Let's go! Then we tied him hand and foot with duct tape and threw him in the cleaning locker. You're getting carried away, teacher. What on earth? You're gonna be sorry here. Hey, you guys are going to... Hey, get me out of here right now! Do you guys know what you're doing? We locked the teacher in his locker and securely padlocked her from the outside. Right, bye! We did it! Get me out! Get me out of here, somebody! We were pissed off at the scum teachers who decided our future based on our parents' educational backgrounds. Somebody! I'm Yoshiharu Sukawazawa. I'm a high school teacher. I've been locked in a locker by one of my students. Someone! You're joking. It seems that everyone has gone home, and there is no one left in the school. That's when I remembered the phrase 72-hour barrier. A person can survive for 3 hours without eating or drinking. In other words, 72 hours is the limit. In the small locker, there is no food or even water to drink. The locker is locked tightly from the outside, and no matter how hard you try, you can't get out of it from the inside. And today is Friday. Even the janitors don't come to the school building on Saturdays and Sundays. Furthermore, I am single and live alone. If I don't make it out of here, the next time the students come to school is Monday, 3 days from now. I was horrified at the situation I was in. But then I remembered one thing at the same time. Oh yeah! I have a college graduate! What have I studied all this time for? I decided to try to get out of this cleaning locker, not by force, but with all the wisdom I had accumulated. Think! There's a way! There's got to be a way out! I mobilized all of my brain cells to simulate and consider thousands of tens of thousands of patterns of ways to break through this locker. However, no, I can't come up with anything. I couldn't come up with anything. And then, I had it. Around the same time, I was in my room studying. Later that night, I was gonna meet up with Masaru and let the teacher go. I guess he must feel a little sorry for what he's done now. We wanted to give him a little trouble. We didn't know what the punishment would be, but this was our statement of intent. But just then, huh? But Mom! Pull yourself together, Mom! Mama collapsed in the kitchen. It's due to overworking. Mom worked so hard for me that she finally collapsed. Hey, is everything okay? Masaru! At that time, Masaru came rushing in. It seems her heart is pretty weak. The doctor told me that tonight is the night.
Shotaro?
Mom! Mom seemed to wake up at that moment.
You can do it.
What?
You can do it, no matter what. So, please, don't give up on your dream.
Mom, don't leave me! Mom! Had no idea she was this weak. Ugh, it's kinda creepy. That's what happens when Direct Day Shiki takes on a ghost hunt. Quietly, there's a response on the spirit box. What was that? Help! It's here! Wait a minute! I've been locked up for a few hours. I got a super big chance when students came to test their bravery at a ghost hunt. No way! Just when I thought people were finally coming. I seem to have missed my best chance to escape, and so 2 days passed. I was making progress little by little. I was learning to move forward. The whole locker and me in it. It was less than a millimeter at a time, but I was making progress. This would get me to the exit someday. It was a daunting task, but my hunger and thirst had reached their limits. I can't end like this. I was trying to get out of this situation with just my guts and energy. But the next moment, the locker I was in lost its balance and collapsed on the spot. I can't move! Damn it! Now that this happened, it was impossible to get up by myself. How could this happen? And so, as expected, I was totally exhausted as I continued to advance my locker bit by bit throughout the night. I fell asleep like I was losing consciousness. Why is that locker falling down here? Oh well. What I saw at that moment was an old dream. It's not here! It's nowhere! There was purpose. In the end, all that effort was for nothing. The moment my destiny was decided. I was a student who lost the exam war, and for the first time in my life, I experienced a setback. What? And when I woke up, somehow my locker was back where it had been. God damn it! Just then. Huh? That's when I had the urge to urinate, which I'd been holding back for so long, hit me again. Ah, hold it! Hold it! But I can't no more. On Monday. What's going on? When I arrived at school after the holiday, there was some kind of commotion in the classroom. What's wrong? There's a strange smell in the classroom. It's more like a rotten smell. I don't know exactly. Smell? Indeed, the classroom was filled with a strange smell.
Sorry. I couldn't get in touch with Mr. Sukazawa.
A few dozen minutes later, when we realized that the homeroom teacher wasn't showing up, the assistant homeroom teacher came in and said this. That she couldn't get in touch with her homeroom teacher. What's going on? Then we remembered we had completely forgotten about our teacher. We had kept him locked up in the locker for the past 3 days. I've been so preoccupied with Mom that we'd forgotten to release him. Oh shit! No way! Shotaro! We'd really done it now. The padlock I closed before was still attached to the locker. That shows that the teacher couldn't escape on his own. And this awful stench. Maybe the teacher is already... Huh? A teacher is inside this locker? If it came to light that the teacher was locked up and left there for 2 days, not only would we not be able to enter a national university, but even his employment would be in jeopardy. In some cases, we may even be arrested by the police. Let's open it. And so, I unlocked the locker. Okay, I'm gonna open it! The locker door was slowly opened by the hand of Rentaro, who was the handyman. Inside the locker was... God! You can't be serious! There was our teacher, a changed man. Unable to go to the bathroom, covered in feces and urine. The teacher seemed to not be breathing. It's over, everything. We'll surely be sued by the bereaved family for this. Not to go to a famous university, but end up with a criminal record. Just when I was despairing in my life. Shotaro! Masaru! Eh? He grabbed my hand. He's alive! Ambulance! Ambulance! Oh my god! Go to a national university! Teacher! And then the teacher said something unexpected. I remembered. Me too. I used to want to be a doctor too. Really? But I failed. I failed the entrance exam. I despaired of my destiny, and I realized how undeserving I was of the challenge. Then, through the connections of an acquaintance, I got into a private college of education and began a career in teaching, which I did not want to do. I blamed my parents. My parents were poorly educated too, you know. If I blamed it on heredity, I thought I wouldn't hurt myself. But after facing myself for the past 3 days, I realized that I was running away. I was running away from my lack of ability. Teacher. Shotaro! Show me! If you really think you can do it. Teacher. What lies beyond my dream? Teacher! And then time passed. Spring. There it is. There it is, Masaru. Me too. Mine's that too. After hard study, we passed the medical school of our first choice, a national university. Yay! I have to call my mom! Mom recovered after that and is doing well now. Congratulations, you guys. We forgave all the sins and thanked our teacher for trusting us on our dreams.